So I'm finally kind of back to making videos, anime reviews in the last week. And man, I was getting back onto FB, starting to feel a little better here and there. Still very much am I sick. I'm still dealing with the skin infection, staph infection on my back. I have open wounds that are leaking out liquid and are not currently healing for some reason. They've cropped up as abscesses and the fluid has leaked out, and um, but for some reason they're just not healing. They're not going away, and I'm thinking I'm going to need to finally, give in to the pressure and go to the hospital, have the stuff checked out, and get antibiotics or something because I don't know what else is gonna prompt them to actually start healing. Um, and a couple of them are sort of on the posterior. So whenever I'm sitting and recording a video, you might see that I'm sort of leaning, to one side because it's excruciating to be trying to sit and stare at a camera and talk about an anime episode in the pain that I'm in, the pain that I'm dealing with. Um, and because I have it stretching from the posterior to my lower middle back, it's just been exhausting the hell out of me. I'm stuck whenever I'm in bed. I'm stuck having to lay face down all the time so the leak doesn't get everywhere, so the holes don't close up, because that can be very problematic and such like that. Um, or get, lint or cloth in there, stuck in there and everything. I have gauze that I have to wear that my sister applies for me, helps me with. But I kind of dropped off FB just after doing the videos because after doing the videos and going through that whole process of recording, editing, all of that kind of stuff, it exhausted me much more than I anticipated, and I just was like knocked out. Once the videos were up, I kind of just passed out, because I'm really still dealing with this. It's going on 4 months, 4.5 months since I first got sick, sort of flu symptoms, and the sis had actually gotten sick as well. She had bronchitis. It looked like it was affecting me very poorly. I had a fever that was keeping me delirious. And as soon as those symptoms faded away, this staph infection, skin infection, cropped up and has not ceased for 4 months. Every sort of abscess I would get that would crop up, it would heal or start healing after about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and that was usually how, in the times that I've had them in the past, the few times I've had them, that's how they worked out. And so I never jumped to go to the hospital or get antibiotics because I figured I'm applying home remedies, dealing with it, and they'll go away. And every single, sort of time they would crop up, which has been several times, every single time they would be very excruciating, but then they would start to heal and go away. Finally, with the last batch, they're seemingly starting to heal, but it's been weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, just since I got the last couple, and the holes are not healing. I don't know if this confirms or not that I might be diabetic, which has been a long time speculation. Can't afford to go to doctors, can't afford to have diagnoses done to that effect, so I guess I'll find out if I go to the hospital and get antibiotics, one way or the other. Yeah, it's just been hell. I really hope this stuff is going to leave me alone, finally, if I get antibiotics, if I go to the hospital, because the pain all the time, I have something going on with my right leg. Because of the way I have to get in bed and lay down all the time, the muscle in my leg, like Charlie horsed, to the point where I can't move it certain ways because of how I would get into and out of bed, because I'm stuck prone on my face. And it's just like I feel like my body is slowly but surely falling apart. As long as I'm letting this go, and because I can't afford things, or I'm phobia level, scared out of my frickin' mind to be poked and prodded by doctors, but I guess I've run out of options. I guess that's what needs to be. And so I'm going to still do the videos as long as I feel up to it and my phone cooperates. But yeah, it's much more taxing these days than it ever was, thanks to this infection.